Hello, welcome. It's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Today we are talking about Venus retrograde. I have my notes over here, and actually, I want to put them closer. Every time I do a live, I have something new added to the setup. So I'm always, until, I make it perfect. That's just how it goes. Yes, and I'm always learning and adding something new. So, quick announcements. If you are new here, I have some old videos, not old, but I have some videos that I want you to check out. The last video I did on the North Node and the South Node, and that energy lasts for a minute. So, go ahead and check out that video, especially if you're doing this one. And then also, I have tarot reading. So, yes, please check out those videos. And, most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. This information I'm giving to you is free. I know there are a lot of astrologers online and on YouTube. We really work hard, and this is the way that you pay us. If you just thumbs up, subscribe, even comment what you like, what you dislike, that helps us so much. So please go ahead and do that for me. That will help me out so much. Also, I have a podcast, and my last podcast episode, and the link is down below. If you're live, I will put it down below, but I have a podcast, and the podcast is on current events. I talked about Jamie Foxx in the last podcast and connected to astrology and what my theories were on Jamie Foxx, and a lot of other things, cocaine in the White House, Barbie. Yes, so we talk over there in the podcast, and it's my opinions, but I also give you astrology aspects and the meaning of astrology. So yes, so today we're going to talk about Venus in retrograde. I'm going to explain it to you. If you are new to astrology, if you don't understand astrology, you're going to get the tea here. And then also I'm going to do horoscopes. If you are live, this will be one video. If you're not, I'll split it into two videos just to make it easier for everyone. And so now we're just going to talk about, so check out the second video on the horoscopes. But if you're live, this is all going to be one video for you, just especially for you. Okay, so Venus and Leo. Let's talk about that. First, let's talk about retrograde and what is the meaning of retrograde. The word retrograde is used to describe when there is motion moving backwards. The planet is not actually moving backwards. It is just slowing down. I was explaining this to my son yesterday about retrograde, and all the planets are moving. Let me use this hand. All the planets are moving. They all have a movement to them. And when something goes retrograde, then all of a sudden it slows down. And imagine if all of your functioning bodies, all of your body parts are able to move naturally and are just moving, but then all of a sudden this finger starts to slow down. It makes you, think twice before you do something, and before you reach out for something, or before you grab something, or point using your pointer finger, because now it's not moving in the regular speed that it's used to. So that is what we have. Each planet moves at different rate, and is thought to vibrate at a unique frequency, influencing how we think, act, and feel in certain and specific ways. When a planet goes retrograde, its power diminishes, and we are encouraged to slow down, reflect, redefine our paths forward. So just how I explained, I tried to give an example, but there's inconsistencies. Anytime any planet goes retrograde and bad habits, retrograde motion represents exception, or perhaps even a challenge to sense of normalcy, because you're used to it moving in a certain manner. Many people often experience it as disruptive, since retrograde motions is so rapidly different from the norm. Retrograde Venus, Mercury, Mars, those hit harder because they're closer to the earth than the sun, and they penetrate the interior of our heart and our personal space a lot more than the outer planets. And the outer planets go retrograde a lot. These retrogrades are more extreme and more personal, more challenging, and require bigger adjustments. Okay. What else do we have? All retrogrades, you want to take your time. You want getting a little distance and changing perspectives. Now, I have something here Let me see if I can find it. It is the words. I should have labeled these. Here we go. Okay, so screenshot this. Okay, this is not just for Venus in retrograde. In retrograde, that is not the right term. This is not Venus just going retrograde. This is all the planets going retrograde. Okay, you need to renew, review, reflect, revise, revamp, repair, reorganize, retrieve, reconnect, rethink, reframe, research, return, revisit, resolve, repeat, reassess. Okay, every time a planet goes retrograde, you need to do that. So let me explain Venus here. Okay, Venus is the planet of, why isn't this thing not moving up? Oh gosh, what's going on here? Why isn't my, oh gosh, hopefully this works. Does this work when I do this? Yeah, okay. So I usually use my mouse, and my mouse is connected to this. So Venus, the planet of beauty and love and money, station retrogrades for generally about 6 months and once every year and a half. This retrograde is a little bit different. It's going to hit a little bit different though, okay? When Venus generally goes retrograde, she asks us to reconsider what we find beautiful, reflect on our hearts and what we love. We are forced to face challenges in our relationships head on and be honest with ourselves and with our partners. What else do I have here? Our ideas about what we're attracted to and what we naturally attract becomes a little skewed. Best to avoid purchasing expensive items during Venus retrograde and making big changes to your home or altering your appearance in any major way. Ruler of Taurus and Libra is Venus. So we'll get into that a little bit more. But if you are Taurus and Libra rising, this is going to hit a little bit harder for you. Okay. So the planet of, why doesn't this move for me? Wait, if I go like this, there we go. I'm new to laptop. Okay. Venus, let's talk about Venus alone. Okay. So Venus, the planet of what we value, love, feelings of intimacy toward divine principle, friendship, harmony, pleasure, grace, forces of attraction, what we naturally attract, love. Did I say love? Did I put that on here twice? I did. Romance, spend our money on beauty and art. All that is Venus. Now there's a shadow side to Venus, okay? And the shadow side is social claims, shallowness, vanity, conceit, self-indulgence, laziness, craving for sugar as substitutes for love, okay? Venus is the ruler of Libra and Taurus. If you know anything about astrology, just think of those two signs. Taurus loves to bask in the fulfillment and senses of everything, of food and the smells and the looks. And Libra is all about the looks, darling, okay? And love and relationships. They're both very love and they're both very beautiful naturally, these two energies. So now imagine that is the way that we naturally are when it comes to our Venus. Imagine that, like how I explained the finger, now it's not functioning the way that it normally functions. And why does God do that to us? He wants us to do all the reworks. He wants us to reflect. He wants us to slow down, review, renew, revise, revamp, repair, reorganize. He wants us to reset the system, okay? But that is Venus, the energy of Venus. Now it's going to be in a sign of Leo, and Leo is a fixed fire and masculine sign. So what does it mean when it's fixed? Fixed meaning immovable, fixated, and can be also stubborn, not a fan of change or unnecessary shifts in plan, can also be unreasonably stubborn with their approach and even unflexible at times. The good news is that fixed signs are very trustworthy and loyal. Now a fire sign, right? And the fire signs are Aries and Sagittarius as well. So that's not, and there's other fixed signs too, but fire sign Leo, they're very bold, brash, creative, and daring. They can burn too brightly though, and their tempers run hot. They're very passionate and spiritually led. Their energy and charm are both intense. They truly know what they want in life and don't mind other people's praises and attention along the way. Now you have the masculine part, and the masculine energy is the ruler. Masculine energy is all about external, and the internal is it's not that deep. We are all about the external. We're about achieving and getting more day than light. And the ruler, speaking of the day, the ruler of Leo is the sun, and it's also in charge of our heart and gold. Leo is enthusiastic, powerful, expansive, generous. Oh, do I have something else on Leo? No, I don't. Extravagant, opinionated. Okay. It's an individual self-expression, very courageous. Leo is the sign of the king and the exalted hero, and inspires the best of their people. That is the energy of Leo. So I explained Venus being very lovey and all about the luxuries of life and beauty and art. And then you have this energy of Leo, fire, masculine, bold, strong, right? So what does it have? What does it mean when we have Venus and Leo? And then we'll get into the retrograde. So Venus and Leo is warm, it's generous, it's giving, it's friendly, it's radiant, it's charming, it's magnetic, it's outpouring flows of affection, active and socializing, play. Leo is all about the play, okay, having fun, feelings of happiness and popularity, self-expression, artistic talent, aesthetic sense, creative harmony with others. Now the shadow side is self-love, too much, over concern with appearances, overly shallow, laziness and passivity. Also too, Leo gets very aggressive. So that is a shadow part of Leo. So you attract warm feelings when there's a Venus in Leo. It's irresistible, very popular, extravagant, affectionate, vivacious, loves attention. It's all about the stage, darling. Dramatic. There's pleasure seeking because Leo is all about the fun. Extravagant and unapologetically flashy. Dress loudly and claims space. Venus and Leo will turn up the heat in our relationships, loving boldly, spices things up. Desire for affection and praise. This transit makes us more confident and dramatic in the pursuit of our heart's desire. Remember the heart. Venus and Leo is very romantic too. Romance is a big part with this energy. Creative, and is also oh, my necklace is also at an all-time high. Creativity, sorry. Big fan of royal treatment. We'll get into the royalness coming up soon. You know what's irking me? This is sorry. My brand is irking me. Sorry about that. That part is irking me. Let me scooch this over. I rushed this because I have things to do today, and she's moving a little bit fast. Not a little bit too fast though. Okay. So sorry. That probably didn't bug anyone. That just bugged me. I have a certain place. I bought that for a reason. Okay, I'm big fan of the royal treatment, competitive relationship dynamics, the need to one up a lover for a drama. There's nothing Venus and Leo wouldn't do to prove a point. So now let's talk about Venus retrograde. Okay, wait, let me see. Do I have that other than that? Let me see. No, okay, I don't. We're going to talk about, let me tell you the dates. Here we have the dates. Screenshot this because this is imperative for Venus retrograding. Okay. The dates retrograde occurs approximately every 18 months, right? And for retrograde, but this one is going to last a lot longer. Now, June 9th, Venus entered Leo at 6:46 a.m. It opposed Pluto. So there was intensity experiences in our love life. I've discussed this in my June transits video. So go ahead and look at that. But that connects to this. Now, so we had June 5th, Venus enter Leo. June 19th is when the shadow phase started. So if you felt some of this slowing down of any of the energies that I explained earlier, that is why. July 22nd is when it stations retrograde. RX means retrograde. September 3rd is Venus 28 degrees. Okay. We'll discuss the degrees as I go. Oh, also on August 13th, it goes back to okay, sorry. Listen, me trying to rush. Okay. When we go to retrograde, it started on the shadow part started 12 degrees. and then it going officially retrograde started in 28 degrees. That means something, and I will explain that as I go. But when we end this Venus in 28 degrees, September 3rd is when we end it. And then it goes to 12 degrees, September 10th. That means something. That is more of a closure. October 6th, it will be officially 28 degrees ending. And Venus, October 8th, will ingress into Virgo and will be out fully in the clear by October 6th of all this feeling of Venus retrograde. So let me just explain some stuff. Okay, so June 19th, Venus entered the shadow phase, and it entered it at 12 degrees. And 12 degrees is a Pisces degree. So there's the energy of sleeping, drugs, alcohol, lethargic, unconsciousness, our psyche, emotional, feet, madness, shadows, unclear, and endings. If you had any of that started on the 12th, look at your calendar, look at your journal. That was because of that. July 2nd, it really stations retrograde. So now it's fully in. We are fully committed to this retrograde energy, and it's in 28 degrees. And it's going to stay there for an additional 3 months. We've already had Venus in Leo. Now we're feeling this for a longer period. Like I said earlier, this doesn't last as long. Usually like not this long, 40 days, but now it's really going to stick. And that's at 6:32 p.m. on the 22nd. 28 degrees is the degree of Cancer. So the themes of home, nurture, traditions, loyalty, faith, mother, water, guard against yourself and seducing flattery is also this energy. Check things before committing. Sorry about that. Every time I go live, all of a sudden, my whole family wants to call me. Okay, so let me just, this is just like, I'm on live right now. So text me. Okay, sorry about that. Let me go back. I am a mom of 3. And they all call every time I go live, even though I tell them, but no one's here. Okay, so and kids don't care. October, everything I answered him. I'm just gonna. He has seen your pictures. The middle one has seen your pictures. Any color. And I told him last night everything in detail, but he's texting and asking questions now. Okay, anyway, so August 13th, Venus is going to be conjunct, it's going to be conjunct the sun. And conjunct means it's going to be a heart in the sun. Remember, Venus is retrograde. So there is going to be a brightness and awareness bigger than ever. And I will talk about that when I talk about the transits of during Leo season, but that's going to be a big day for a lot of us. September 3rd, 6:20. June 28th, it goes 27 degrees because it starts to change. And September 10th, it goes to 12 degrees, but it's going to repeat and go back in October because it's going back to all the degrees. There's a lot of revisiting a lot of themes in this anytime a planet retrogrades. Okay. So check your natal chart. Leo, sun, moon, rising, 12 to 28 degrees. Because this is going to affect you more. There's a lot of revisiting of the themes that you naturally have, that you were born with. So that is all going to be revisiting for you. And every day is a different degree, if you didn't know. Okay. And if you're a fixed sign, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius, this is going to affect you as well. Remember, go back to my retrograde chart here of the rewords. Okay. Be patient. Use all those things when dealing with this retrograde. Any planets in the sign of Leo, 12 to 28 degrees in your natal chart. Again, go back to the rewords. These planets, for example, like if you have Mercury in Leo, reassess how you communicate and how you think. If you have and how you deal with your neighbors and your siblings. So that's just like an example. If you have Mercury in any of the planets, look at the theme of the planet and use the rewords in the theme of the planet. Okay, so Mercury's themes are communication and self-expression and neighbors and siblings, and it's in Leo. Okay, I hope that made sense. So also check where your Venus is ruling in your natal chart. That also helps you to use all the rewords, okay? Aspects I will discuss in the next video, the transit video, which would be Leo season transits. I also am going to do everything Leo. I'm going to explain everything that you possibly need to know in Leo. I'm really fascinated in colors. So like right now it's Cancer season. That's why we have all white parties. And Gemini season, it's all about the rainbow. They say Gemini is is yellow. Lies. Gemini wants it all. Okay. So they can do it all. They want it all. And they're indecisive, and hence they are the rainbow. That's why we have gay pride during Gemini season. Anyway, so what does it all mean when you have all these degrees and you have Venus and Leo and it's in retrograde? Now we're going to put it all together. Okay, this is for the collective, right? Publicized relationships going wrong. You're going to get that. Experiment with new styles, reassessing your personal aesthetics and exploring artistic expressions. Will bring changes forwards when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember, Leo is about the heart. Will urge us to each identify our pattern and habit. Investigate how our relationships with our friends or lover, bringing back romance. If you forgot, get in touch with your inner child. Leo is the child. Helps with creativity, impulse buys, delays and disruptions in financial matters. Venus is about money. Okay. We think of some other planets, but these are things we naturally attract. Venus in Leo looks to feel seen and acknowledged and appreciated, which means you're all about external validation. Be aware of that. Impact on spending habits. Be aware of that, which could also affect your relationships with beauty, fashion, and artistry. It's all about drama, and challenges in relationships, drama with past relationships, because we're dealing with the in the retrograde, ego issues, soulmate connections, affairs, being public. So if you're cheating, that's going to come public with this. Affairs being public, validation, seeking behavior, which I said, flames coming back. Consider the impact of your speech. Use your authentic expression. We'll be taking a closer look on how we love ourselves, right? Because it's all about the heart and reconnecting with self-love. And we are called to reevaluate our values in relationship and our sense of self-worth. Focus this moment on finding healing within too, okay? And you may feel like your romantic fire is burnt out with this thing. Now, on a bigger scale, because that is like us, these are the themes that I see. This is my predictive themes that I see. Movie stars, Houston, okay? Because Leo is about the stage, is about the drama, so that means we get celebrities, actors, children also. So be aware of that, and that could be like children trafficking. The theme of children is going to be on the stage, and it's not functioning well, and God wants us to wake up. So we've already had this huge thing on the nail file starts with a P. I don't know if I can say that on here, on children. So that's going to be bigger, and there's going to be a lot of awakening and rechanging on people probably we loved who are actually inappropriate with children. Okay, so we have cats and felines. Leo is, the lion, right? So that's going to be a theme. Heart issues, because we're dealing with the heart. Celebrities, royals, world leaders, kings. We may start to love them or lose to love them, not love them at all. So be aware of that energy, because remember, it's all about the stage and it's all about royalty, and the lion is the king of the jungle. So all that is connected. Pregnancy announcements usually happens with this. Maybe even children stars. That's going to be a bigger theme, and maybe some falling of some children stars. Celebrities and their romantic relationships. Also friendships could be breaking up. Also to like putting things on blast. We've already have that with this Mercury and Leo, right? You see these celebrities putting on Instagram past text messages, and that is the celebrities putting on stage their Mercury energy, which is air, in the communication. Celebrity affairs, celebrities' personal crisis, influencers, they are the new celebrities. So that could be a thing. Stock marketing, because gambling is a part of Leo energy and having fun. So Venus retrograde is going to affect all of that. Gold, if you're into gold, be aware of that, because Venus in Leo retrograding is going to affect gold, because Venus is gold. Okay. Celebrities and people who have Leo, Sun, Moon rising, Taurus rising, Libra rising, get ready for that. I feel like Beyonce has Leo energy. She just looks like a lion. I know J-Lo does. So, and we will discuss the Leo celebrities in Everything Leo video, which I'll be doing next. Historically, Leo since the summer of July 2015 to September 2015, that is the last time we have Venus retrograding in the sign of Leo. It was the summer of breakups. Okay, let me tell you of everyone who broke up. Also, we had that Taylor Swift in that Love Squad. Well, she had like a group of girlfriends, because it's not also like falling in love with someone. You're also dealing with friendships here. And people liked it and hated it, and it was a big thing. It was majorly on stage, her and her friendship group. But let me tell you everyone who broke up: Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert, Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale. Remember that? He slept with the nanny. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Gardner, Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick, Megan Fox and Brian Austin, Green, and Halle Berry and Olivia Martinez, Tiger Woods and his wife, Charlize Theron and Sean Penn, Avril Lavigne and Chad Kroeger, Patrick and Jill Dempsey, John Hamm and his wife, Kylie Jenner and Tyga. They broke up, but I think they got back together. Nick Jonas and Olivia Koopa, Terrence Howard and his wife, Ruby Rose and her girlfriend, Gigi Hadid and Cody Simpson. What else do we have? Amanda Seyfried, Justin Long, Anthony Anderson and his wife, Sienna Miller and her husband, Mandy Moore and her husband, Pippa Middleton and whoever she was with, Rosie O'Donnell and whoever she was with. I'm just trying to tell you, it was just a lot. Okay. We also had Netflix and chill started during Venus retrograde. Listen here. Talk about laziness. Okay. As a collective, Netflix and chill started. They're trying to make it seem like it was sexual. And sure, you got the love, but it was really produced out of laziness. Okay. Ariana Grande, celebrity. She was on stage. And what was she doing? She was doing Donut Gate, eating sugar. Very Venus, and got caught. Okay. Licking donuts for everyone. Let me see. Security footage from a bakery in California surfaced. The video showed Grande and a male pal that she was with licking donuts meant for other customers and muttering the words, "I hate America." What is that about? Is that an initiation for some type of dark sorority? Because that's something, Okay. Bill Cosby defense of himself. He got in trouble. He was in trouble already, but he started to explain that he did get quaaludes to women and wanted to have sex with them. Okay. That happened during Venus retrograde in the sign of Leo. So a lot of celebrities are going to be on stage, and we're going to be watching them like, okay. And what can we do? We can be creative, recreate something, reorganize. Instead of buying something, why don't you declutter? Okay. Have fun, focus on romance, allow some closure, because there's some people who are going to be returning, and that's there to close it out. The sun rules Leo, so don't dim your light, shine bright. Fire, sunlight, sunflowers. If you have an altar, put gold or sunflowers. Definitely do any type of Leo energy. If you feel out balance with Leo energy, sunflowers is the way, and get out in the sun. Okay. So that helps you balance. Let's get into some horoscopes, and I'm trying to move fast. Let me check out the time. Oh, good. I'm doing good timing. Okay. So we're going to do the horoscopes. Now, when we do the horoscopes, wait, before I do this is going to end the first part of the video. And if you want to see your horoscopes, go ahead and check the next video. If you are live, we're going to continue this video and do the horoscopes. All right. See everyone next time. Bye. Okay, so now let's get into these horoscopes. And I do suggest that you look at your sun, moon, rising. I would really look at your rising. I'm using Placidus and whole signs. The actual effects of Venus retrograde will vary depending on your individual birth charts and other transits that are happening on this time. If you experience Venus retrograde and it is really hard for you, go ahead, click the link in the bio. I can do a reading for you. It is important to be patient and compassionate with yourself. This is a time for deep introspection and transformation, and it is important to allow yourself to go through the process. Let me drink some water, and then we're going to start the signs. How do all these people do lives and don't drink water? I'm so confused. Okay, so let's get into the horoscopes, shall we? Okay, Aries, your Venus is in the 5th house of passion and pleasure and love and creativity and children and romance. This is a time for revising the way you enjoy life and yourself. And this placement can bring relationship challenges and a need for commitment and loyalty. Bring relationship challenges are creative blocks. Reassessing creative projects and hobbies. I want to put this here so I can look at you. Okay. Ooh, this is even better. Okay, but now the mic is not happy. Okay. Anyway, I'll hold it. You may be feeling more impulsive or reckless this time, and you may be reevaluating your romantic relationships or creative projects. You're engaging in activities that you truly enjoy with this energy. Fun, entertainment, having good time, amusement, creative self-expression, love affairs, children. Lack of discipline may be at an all-time low. Your relationship with children, that may be affecting you in some way with this Venus retrograde. It's important to focus on self-expression and have fun. Okay, so Aries placements, be aware of that. Remember to use all the R words that I explained earlier in the video. And yes, that is pretty much it for you. And check out my next video because I'm going to do all the transits and we're going to do all that for Leo season. Okay, so see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Taurus, Venus is in your chart ruler. This is hitting you hard, okay? The 4th house is where Venus is, but Taurus is Venus. Venus is your chart ruler. This is going to be more important, but it's in your 4th house in the house of family and love and home. Not love, but home and family, marking a period of revision, not only for you, but your home and family. This could bring emotional issues in your home life, family drama, home renovations. You might revisit past family dynamics to create security in your domestic life. You may be feeling more nostalgic and you may be revisiting and reevaluating some relationships in your home and your family, revising the way you express yourself behind closed doors. This also could be including roommates. You may be trying to redecorate. Don't do that, okay? Quiet hours at home, not really being assertive. You may be shy and withdrawn. It's important to connect with your inner child and your emotional needs, okay? I would not redecorate. I will plan to redecorate. If you're doing any renovations in your home or adding something to your home, that could be very frustrating already naturally, right? And now with Venus retrograding, I would slow that down, Taurus. Okay, you're serious about your home anyway, but I would just plan and not actually pay or do with this. Okay, that's just my personal advice. You can do as you want, of course. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Gemini, your Venus is in the 3rd house, the house of communication and short distance. The way you connect with others, shared ideas and perspectives is going to begin to shift. You will be reconsidering how you translate your thoughts to people around you. Communication breakdowns might happen. Communication and relationships with siblings, neighbors, close acquaintances that you deal with on a daily, misunderstandings and old issues might resurface. If you were arguing with a neighbor, girlfriend, that might be coming back. Okay, opportunities to solve them. this is the time to solve them. Everyday surroundings and your activities and social life, it usually picks up when you have Venus in this placement. And just be aware that it's not in its actual way, right? You're going to have some day-to-day travel delays because you're dealing with the third house and Venus. If you are someone who beautifies your community, if that's something you do, this is going to be an issue because it's not in its normal rate, as a normal pace. Early childhood education might be revisiting for you as well. You may be feeling more irritable and impatient during this energy. It's all about communication and how you deal with your neighbors and your friends and your everyday dealings. So be aware of that. And that is what we have for Venus in retrograde. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Cancers. This is in your second house. The second house is about money and resources. And that means you're not going to naturally attract that, because how you naturally attract things is moving in a slower rate. So you got to work harder. Allowing yourself to shift your relationship on your current possessions and belongings is also going to be a thing. Displacement can make your person feel more sensual, and inclined to want to overspend. Be aware of that. No overspending, no overindulging, especially at home, Cancers. Feeling financial challenges in relationships with money, that might be an issue. Maybe bringing up materialism and possessive things that you possess, material things that you possess, tangible things you possess. Okay, it's time to reevaluate how you budget, how you finance. What are the priorities when it comes to physical ownership? Security things, that's a big thing, and excessness. Okay. Finances, attracting material possessions and money and people, financial opportunities, extravagance, beautiful clothes, jewelry, art, anything that you consider beautiful is a resource is going to be a thing for you. Okay. Relationship with the loved ones could also be triggering here. So it's important to focus on your true values and your relationships and not physical items. Okay. That is your reading, Cancers, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Leos, yours is in the first house. The first house is all about the self. So this could be like you're trying to have a makeover. You're trying to change the way you are. Okay. Also, this is going to really impact you because Venus is in Leo, in your sign. Okay. So this is going to hit harder than normal. And it could bring issues with your identity, your self-image, your self-worth. This placement can also promote personal growth in relationships and personal values. It's also going to bring attention to your physical appearance more than ever and your self-image. You may be feeling more self-conscious or insecure with this placement, and you may be reevaluating your personal values. You could be feeling the urge to rebrand yourself, or maybe like your career or whatever. You may reevaluate, of course, your fashion choices and how you present yourself to others. And there's going to be introspection and self-reflection regarding your personal values. You'll be serious about reconsidering how you take up space. It's important to focus on your inner beauty more than ever. Okay. Self-expression, relating to others, not being aggressive, and defending your own rights. It's all about compromising. Okay. Leo placements. And we know you got the fire. We know you got the fire. So calm it down. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Virgo placements. We're talking about Venus retrograding. Oops, is the mic still working? Yes. And Virgo, yours is in the 12th house. And this is a house of subconscious isolation and introspection. Okay. So it's emotional healing and spiritual awakening. You might be feeling more withdrawn, and it's all about introspection and reevaluating your unconscious patterns and your spiritual journey. It's a spiritual reflection. This is a period that could lead you to a lot of introspection because we have the planet retrograding, right? It's a time for a lot of inner work and a lot of inner shine, not outer shine, inner shine. You may want to revisit old past emotional wounds and heal it because you're in the house of healing and closure. Selflessness and love is what you normally have in this energy, and being very charitable. So maybe this is a time to be very charitable and look at that. Look at not just yourself, but how to take care of others. Okay. It's important to face your shadow side and heal your inner wounds. Okay, Virgos. And I know you guys like to run away from feelings, but this ain't the time. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Libra, your chart ruler is Venus. It's going to hit a little different for you. Okay. But it's in your 11th house, and this is about your friends, groups, and social causes. It's a period of revision when it comes to your alliances and your friends, and pride in your community, Libra. This is going to be affected. Friendships effective. Friendship challenges and group conflict. Okay, feeling isolated or withdrawn could be happening. Reevaluating who you're socializing with. That's going to happen. Okay, readjust your relationships to people and your even like organizations, like if you're in a sorority, reevaluate. Any type of club, reevaluate. Group activities, activities with friends, any type of friends who you are naturally friendly with, you're going to have to do more work because Venus is not in its natural pace, and that could be vice versa. Companies of others is a big theme with this placement naturally, but that's going to have to do a little more work. Hopes and wishes normally come your way when you have Venus in its planet, in its placement, but you're going to have to work harder. So reevaluate, use all the RE words that I discussed earlier, and it's going to work out for you. It's important to focus on your true friends and build your own, I was going to say your own goddamn community. Okay. Yes. It's all about reworking how you truly are. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpios, your Venus is in the 10th house. And the 10th house is about career, long-term goals, reputation, public image. There's masculine energy and fame. Public scrutiny is going to be bigger, okay? You may be feeling ambitious and competitive during this time. It's time to reevaluate your careers and your professional goals, your public image, how people perceive you. Normally, this is the energy of being on stage, and everyone's naturally attracted to you. But now they're kind of put off. You got to work on that. You got to reevaluate that. Reevaluate your professional life. Also, people who are in charge, that may be a hard thing for you. Normally in this placement, when it's not in retrograde, it's all in the work. It's natural. They're attracted to you. Everything's working and flowing, but now it's not. So you just have to be mindful of what you choose to share and how you are with the masses. And if you're Scorpio is very private, and usually when you have Venus in this house, it's not as private. It's loving and ready to be out on the stage. So reevaluate, use all the RE words, okay? Because you have to work harder, and this is all about focusing on your long-term goals and building your reputation and working harder in retrograde to reevaluate all those things, okay? See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius risings, that's me. Okay, so I'm going to say us. And the Venus is in the 9th house. This house is about travel, wisdom, higher education, law, religion, ethics, and philosophy. It's going to bring up some travel issues and the way we think and where we probably spiritual challenges. You may be feeling more restless and idealist. The way you think is going to change. Okay. You may be reevaluating some travel plans and spiritual beliefs, but you're going to have some new perspectives in life. I'm excited for this because I love a change. Okay. So you're going to revisit your beliefs, the way you your philosophical outlook. Higher education also could be changed here. You're someone who likes to share what you know to the world. And I know that's right. During this retrograde, though, you may want the way you connect to others and the ideas and the way you share the shifts. You got to reevaluate that. Consider what you believe in aligns to who you are. That's going to shift. You're going to be you are evolving and having personal growth, loving the experience of beauty in the worldly art. Also is going to shift because this placement also deals with world and travel, right? So anything with beauty outside of your normal where you live, that perspective is going to change. Also, it attracts people from everyday life out of your world, like people who you don't normally gravitate to. Normally, Venus in retrograde, Venus in this placement attracts them, and you got to work a little bit harder with that. It's important to focus on your spiritual growth and expand your horizons with this placement. All right, see you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Capricorn placements. Okay. 8th house is where your Venus is, and this is a house of intimacy, secrets, shared resources, transformation, and personal boundaries. Displacement can bring transformation and stability in your relationship. It may affect financial matters and require commitment. It's also going to affect emotional intensity, okay, especially with financial challenges. You may be feeling more possessive and controlling during this time. Reevaluate your emotional boundaries and how you are with financial security. Revisit your intimate connections. Also too, like how you work with others, your close partners. Reevaluate that. Do all the rewords, okay? Express your needs with others. As much as you enjoy feeling needed, it is important that you feel appreciated by those who you are lending a hand. So reevaluate that. It's all about intimacy. Inheritance, like you can get an inheritance that could be harder. Partners, resources, intense relationships. We have transformations in relationships that could be coming to a forefront. You may want to examine issues around trust and vulnerability. It's important to trust your intuition and let go of control, Capricorn placements. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Aquarius placements. Your Venus is in the 7th house, the house of partnerships and relationships. Also legal issues. This is going to be a big thing with you. Now, Venus is naturally attracting and everything works out and it's beautiful and it's comfortable and it loves socializing. And now it's like, now you got to work harder. No. So, try not to be so codependent and needy. This is probably going to reevaluate that. If there's any legal issues and you thought money was coming your way and it was going to work your way, you have to reevaluate that. Love affairs, be aware of that. This also deals with enemies. So if there's some closure that you need to have with an enemy, that could be coming up. Marriage, work on that. Okay. Ego may be an issue here. Be mindful of engaging in ego driven pursuits with your partner and trying to get your partner's attention. You may want to reflect your need and address and solve them. This is also dealing with personal style. So work on your interpersonal style. Art is going to be an issue here, and compromising. And it's also important to focus on your needs and healthy boundaries in this placement, Aquarius. Okay. In this placement, art and beauty, all those things, and the personal relationships, all that is going to have to be reworked and looked at. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces. Okay. So your Venus is in the 6th house. This is the house of work and health. It can bring up reworking the way you relate to problems and health issues. This placement could also be attention to purification and cleansing. It's important to decluttering, okay? And this is not the time to buy. If you're trying to reorganize the closet and you want to make it look pretty, plan it. Don't just do it, because that might go all funky. If you're hiring someone to help declutter your home, and you're thinking that the aesthetics is going to look amazing, no, just work on that. You may seek to improve your well-being and reevaluate your work life, because this is also dealing with work and duties, and you may have some issue there. Health normally is good in this present, but you got to reevaluate that and look at that. Health, fitness. If you're someone who's into workout clothes, or if you're someone who is trying to make a gym and go to a gym because it's pretty, Venus retrograde, it's like, no. Okay, so confront your issues. Any relationships too, because you just came out the 7th house. Work on that. You need closure with that. What am I saying? What else do we have? You may seek to improve your well-being and reevaluate your work life. I think I said that. Work duties may have some issues. Incorporate more activities in your routines, because this is the energy of routine. That will make you feel better. It's important to take care of your health. Listen to your body. Organize, and don't focus on beauty. Focus more on reorganizing and yes, and decluttering. You actually have a word that's not dealing with the RE. So yes, but that is it, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up. And yes, I will see everyone next time. Thank you for staying and watching this whole video. Bye.